So hi, Patrick, Tyler here. Thank you very much for watching this video for this new content project that we're working on. Thank you for your work with Voices Inc. All those articles have been great. I'm a bit behind with publishing them. We've got some other projects on the go, but all your work in the past has been excellent. So I'd like to present this opportunity for you to write for this particular website. I'm going to try and speak quite quickly so this video doesn't get on too long, but we're sort of in the CBD space right now. It's quite popular, and we have a few sites, and this is the particular one that we need a dedicated writer for. So I'm presenting this, and if it interests you, then that would be great. So basically, the site is cbdoilreviews.ca, and we're going to target Canadian visitors mainly. The CBD space is huge, so rather than go and compete and create a site and try and rank for best CBD oil, we really want to try and rank for that best CBD oil reviews, best CBD oils, but in Canada. So we've got a Canadian domain, and we want to have a Canadian spin on this, which I'll get into on how to do that. At the moment, cannabis is legal in Canada. However, CBD oils, there aren't a lot of brands that are selling it online where affiliate opportunities are readily available. But I do feel that this is going to change in the next 6 months, hopefully to a year. There's going to be more Canadian companies who can offer products where people can go and order CBD online. Right now, with Health Canada, there are still a few restrictions. So we don't actually have any products or brands that we're working with or that we know we can work with, but we're sort of just doing this on a hunch that this market is going to open. So we want to sort of be there and ranking and have a really good resource that targets Canadians, that has information about CBD, and then the product and the monetization can sort of come in a later date. So that's sort of where we are at the moment. So the format for this site is going to be the same one on the site that we have called Cannabis Supplements for Pets. Now, I'll let you go and visit this and get a little bit of a look, but basically it does well for CBD for dogs, CBD for pets. Eventually we want to have the same setup where we'll rank and recommend various brands, but it's all driven by this persona. There's this persona, Blake, and he's an expert. He's used CBD on his pets, and now he writes about it and he shares the research that he's found, and he makes recommendations, which are affiliate recommendations. So if you head over to the blog and you just sort of go down and look at some of these past articles here. I'm going to just change my Wi-Fi just because it's a bit slow. There we go. And some of these you can just get a feel for how he writes. Some of the older articles here, the ailment section, if you go to ailment, basically this is what we want to do, but for CBD for humans. So we've got CBD for dogs with ailment, glaucoma, CBD for dogs with lymphoma, CBD for dogs with nausea, and so forth, CBD for dogs with tumors. So we want to have that same sort of structure template, but for ailments associated with Canadians. So if we look at this, and I'm not going to go through them all, but CBD for dogs with tumor, I'll go over the template that we use, but you can go through all of these and they run through the same sort of template that we're going to highlight and hopefully build here on this CBD Oil Reviews site. So we have a persona, which I'll explain. It's not a CBD company. We are that friendly expert where we're making friendly recommendations, but we really, really know our stuff in regards to CBD. So we're very knowledgeable and we make recommendations, hopefully, to some affiliate products. So the persona plus your writing style is what creates these unique articles. There's so many articles already about this niche, CBD, benefits, this and that. So to make our articles unique, we want to go a step above, and we have the persona, which makes them unique, and then we're targeting sort of the Canadian consumers, so that sort of makes it unique as well. So what are we selling? Basically, all our pages will eventually recommend specific CBD related products. So there's creams, oils, gummies, lotions, and so forth. And again, as of right now, we don't have any brands that we're recommending, but hopefully that will change in the next few months, near future. And then we will eventually kind of pick one or two brands where we'll push all our article and we'll recommend that particular brand. So basically, your avatar and basically your customers. So if we head over to the website, cbdoilreviews.ca, and you go to the About section, this About page explains exactly who you are as the ghostwriter. So you're going to write as this character, Tyler. And I won't read this all, but if you come here and read this, you'll find out exactly who you are and what background you have, your various family members who've seen results with CBD, and your wife who's seen results with CBD. And those stories and that persona should be tied, when appropriate, to the articles that you're writing. So you'll be ghostwriting as this person. And then just below here, I've included some more information about these other characters that you can relate to. So if you're discussing CBD for anxiety, when you do the research for that article, you can certainly spin in, the story that, your wife has suffered from anxiety and she uses it for cream, or she uses CBD creams to help with her stress and for her skin and so forth. So all that information is there. I'm not going to read it all, but please be familiar with that, as you can always touch on these characters from within the writing. So this will be Tyler is the character we have on a few other sites, but that will be who you will be ghostwriting as. Now, who is your customer? Well, your customer is basically, it's going to be dictated by the article that you're writing, but it's CBD for ailment to start. So basically, people, they're in pain and discomfort. They're looking for relief. They're looking for some type of relief, and they want to do it and find it through CBD. They want a natural way. So it's very much, you're giving that opportunity. It's a natural, safe way to relieve pain, as opposed to, some of the traditional ways that might cause side effects or maybe don't work and so forth. So it's that pain relief discomfort who we're sort of targeting. So many of the first basic articles are going to be sort of big research style reports where it's going to be topics like this: CBD for, and then an ailment. So it might be CBD for sleep. So a typical title would be CBD oil for sleep, how Canadians are sleeping better with CBD. CBD for pain, CBD oil for pain, how Canadians use CBD for natural pain relief. Or anxiety, CBD oil for anxiety, Canadians are less stressed because of CBD. So again, the tone is going to be a friendly expert. Your character, Tyler, is very knowledgeable, but it's not written in that company style website. So we really want to be relatable, easy to read, and I'll show you that example that we'll use below. And always tie in the personas and his family members that are using it and so forth into the article when appropriate. So you're just an enthusiast making a friendly recommendation to a fellow Canadian. That's really the gist of the background of these articles. So they're very knowledgeable, but they're easy to read, and they're written by that friendly sort of expert. So the article template here, basically we'll go and we'll start off the few articles and see how well this template works, and then we can maybe make some changes in the future. But the length, we won't be shy with the words, but again, we don't want to go over too much, but we'll give this 1,500 to 3,000 words as a rough sort of guideline, and then we can adjust this after the first sort of article. So we're going to start with that APP formula, and all the information about these sections, the APP, to get refreshed on all that, Patrick, is directly further down on this page. So we do the agree, promise, preview, and then we have our value section. So someone searching for CBD products for their specific ailment, they want to find something that they can relate to, that's relatable and specific. So we give some background information on the specific ailment so we can relate to the reader, make it unique based on who your persona is. And then if we can, we want to relate to Canadians in general, or maybe talk a bit about some Canadian statistics, maybe tie in a Canadian flair to some of these articles to make them unique and maybe rank better in Canada. So the next section would be traditional forms of treatments you can do for this ailment. Again, relate to the reader, your unique persona, and then Canadians in general to this as well. The next section, specific ways CBD products can address these problems or this problem, what CBD may be able to do for this specific ailment, and then format the studies in a unique way. And I'll jump to the studies in just a second. And then why CBD products are a good solution, which types of CBD products can be considered for this ailment. So if we're doing CBD for sleep, you might want to take some CBD oil as opposed to a CBD lotion or something of that nature. How to use the product for this ailment. So people always get confused. Like, how do I use the product? How do I take drops? How much of the product? So we want to have sort of a little guide within these, how and which product is best for this particular ailment. And then social proof and product recommendations, we need to add that later because we don't have a brand that we're working with. And then the conclusion should basically wrap up the article in regards to that opening APP formula. So tying it in to that statement that agrees with their symptoms or their problems and so forth. And then we can always recommend the visitor just visit the homepage to get up to date for product recommendations. We don't have a product recommendation, so we'll just recommend that people go visit our homepage for now. So basically, this is how it works. We'll have our title, we'll have a featured image, we'll have that APP formula. In the future, we'll have an opt-in box with a free download. We'll have a video and then an offer in the future. And then we have the content, and then we have our product recommendation and opt-in box. So that's how a typical article will look. And we'll just go over a quick few examples on how some of these are already up on some sites that we have and the examples that we like. So this particular URL, CBD cream for pain, basically, this is written right now on how we would like these articles that you're writing, similar format. So basically, you're going to have your own style, but this is the format that we have. So we've got basically understanding inflammation and pain to help see exactly how CBD can help. So this is CBD cream for pain. So it talks about background, some traditional treatments, traditional background information about pain and inflammation, how it's treated, and then how CBD can help. So this particular article is written where all the information about CBD is listed here, and then some references to the studies are linked here. So that's one way that you can maybe set up your articles if you want to have this particular format, and then how do CBD creams work and so forth. And then we'll have our recommendation at the bottom. The other format, which is this particular website that you can reference here, the CBD for cats with allergies. So this is just another example, CBD for cats with allergies. So again, we've got the APP formula. We've got some background about allergies in cats. What are the symptoms, typical side effects, and some traditional treatments. And then how allergies are commonly treated, right? And then we've got CBD, how CBD can help. And then this particular article formats the references and the studies just within the format. So there's links here to various studies. So the studies are linked within the paragraph format. So you can certainly go with this type of format as well, or you can have the format where you list everything about CBD and how it can help, and then below that you can list your various studies. So whatever format you choose, which works best for you, it doesn't matter, but we do just want to keep consistent with how we reference studies and the information that we're getting about how CBD helps that specific ailment. And basically, the other sections here are just how to write the articles, so you can get briefed and sort of basically touch back up on some of the things that we already know about writing these articles, the formats that we like. This link here is always a good quick reference point on the format and the structure that we like. Short sentences and basically very readable, very easy to read, short little sentences that are relatable and whatnot. So basically, all this information should be a refresh to you, Patrick. You've kind of come across this before, but some of these article checklists here, I know 2, 9, and 11 are important for us. So add that bucket brigade. So it just makes the text much more sort of readable. Even though CBD, it's sort of a health and a lot of research might be involved with some of these articles, we still want them spaced out, that's readable and easy to skim and read and so forth. So 2 and then 9, again, these are headlines with the benefits is important, and then that APP sort of formula. So I think that's the good overview of how we want these articles written. Obviously, if you have any questions, please let me know, and let me know if we need some more clarity with some of these topics. But basically, this particular website, Cannabis Supplements for Pets, if you go and just check out the blog, that's the sort of format that we want to use for these particular articles about CBD for ailment, and sort of based and spun in a Canadian sort of way. So let me know if that is good. I think I've been going on a bit long here. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. If I am, then I'll message you. Oh, one way to find these good informations about CBD, and when you say sort of like how CBD is helping people sleep, these good websites are great for referencing. So one is Project CBD, and they've got a section on conditions. So I have it up here. Project CBD has a lot of information about CBD that you can sort of reference and then create in an easy to read manner, but then link to from our articles. So just for sleep disorders, they've got a whole section on sleep. And then they have basically resources and links here. So you can reference these and find information here. Basically, here we go, cannabis, cannabinoids, and sleep, a review of the literature. And then this would be something where you can get some information from and certainly cite in the article. So that Project CBD is a good reference. Basically here, preliminary research into cannabis and insomnia suggests that CBD may have therapeutic potential for the treatment of insomnia. So right there is some evidence, some basic findings, how CBD can help you with your sleep, and there's some good research and evidence to link to. So that is a good resource, Project CBD, that you'll want to be aware of probably. Another one is this website, NCBI. Basically, if you just go to that website, or you can just go to Google and copy the website and then plus. So say we were doing a CBD for pain, and you'll probably get a whole bunch of studies here. Cannabinoids in the management of difficult to treat pain, cannabis and pain, a clinical review. So there's another resource that finds all the information about CBD and a specific ailment, where you can research there for the article. So I think those two are some of the good research areas for some of these articles that will be important. So I think I'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching this video, and we're excited to get going with this project. There's so many topics, and for this particular site, we hope to continue rolling out these articles and being sort of an authority in the CBD niche, and then kind of target that and create that authority for the Canadian audience, and that's going to help us be unique and distinguishable and sort of rank in Google. So thank you for watching that, and let me know if there's any questions at all. Thank you.